Go.
This is a Red Ryder that I've made quite a few mods on. It's got a cobalt spring in it, and it's got a handmade air tube in it, and it's got a cup behind the spring that helps the spring work more smooth on the plunger assembly. It gives quite a bit more velocity than the standard model like this. I made the stock out of curly maple, and all of the inlet and his hand scraped in. And the fore end's a little longer and a little fatter, and it's hand scraped in where the band goes around. And it gives it a little bit more weight. Also, this is a 5/8 inch bolt, and it goes back in the stock. And the stock is threaded and it screws in. And then I have a bushing that goes in the housing like this, and it's bored to fit the barrel nice and tight, and also fit the housing. And it gives you something to screw that bolt to cut down any vibration, and also gives you a place to screw a sight on. This is a handmade sight. And it has a handmade rear sight on it. The pretty simple sight, but it allows you to aim a little bit better. And the weight of the gun is probably 4 to 4.5 pounds. And when that spring pushes that plunger forward and hits that abutment washer up here, it causes the gun to jump in the front, and sometimes it'll throw the BB off just in that recoil. But I got a handmade lever on it because the cobalt spring is harder to cock, and this gives you more control cocking it and makes it a little easier to cock. And the trigger's been altered. I took the bear trap off of it because when you pull the trigger, it operates against the spring that pulls the bear trap down, and it makes a much better trigger pull on it. And I'll show you what the velocity is on the gun right now. When I first put the spring in there, it was making about 425 to 430, but it's been in here about a year and been under tension, and it's weakened down somewhat. That's about an average velocity there. And to show you that the chronograph is reading right, this is a Popeye spinach can. And you can see it penetrated all the way through. Right there. And it even come outside. So it went clean through the can. This is a pine or a fir 2x4. So you can see it's got plenty of power, and I think that chronograph is reading right. I have another chronograph, and they both show the same. If you're interested in knowing the internal works of it and what I did to get the velocity out of it. If we get a response on this, I'll make another video and show you the internal works of it and what I did to get that velocity. So that's all for now.
Beautiful gun.